See stars shine on CBS Saturday. See Pebbles, Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner, Scooby-Doo, Shazam and Isis, Space Nuts, Ghostbusters, Valley of the Dinosaurs, Bad Albert, the Children's Film Festival.
Okay, I will admit it. There is something inherently funny about watching a guy dressed up as a gorilla doing all sorts of crazy and goofy things. So when the Ghostbusters debuted on CBS on Saturday mornings in the fall of 1975, it quickly became one of my favorite shows. Like the advertisement says, 2 loony guys and 1 hysterical gorilla equals about 1 million laughs. I don't know why, but at the ripe old age of 11, I was starting to feel like I was growing out of some of the cartoons that I'd loved. And live-action shows like Shazam, Isis, and Ghostbusters, all from Filmation by the way, made me feel like I was watching something that was created for your more mature and discriminating Saturday morning viewer. 1975 was a banner year for CBS Saturday mornings. They also had Far Out Space Nuts on the schedule, a little gem from Sid and Marty Krofft Productions that brought Gilligan himself back to the small screen. So anyway, the Ghostbusters starred Larry Storch, Forrest Tucker, and Bob Burns as Spencer, Tracy, and Kong. And no, Kong is not the gorilla. Ironically, his name was Tracy. It was Forrest Tucker's character, whose last name was Kong. Spencer, Tracy, and Kong are paranormal detectives who stumble their way through case after case. The show only ran for 1 season. 15 episodes is all. It was the second most popular kids show on CBS that year, coming in right behind the Shazam and Isis hour. Unfortunately, Filmation decided to take a page from the Krofft playbook and decided to shut things down while they were in the green and plow the profits into other programs. Reruns of Ghostbusters continued to run through 1976, making it feel like there were more episodes than there really were.
They'd have to pay me $1 million to go through there. You shouldn't carry that much money around. What if the ghost of Jesse James was still around?
But those 15 episodes, well, they were freaking awesome. The Ghostbusters used their ghost dematerializer to zap their spooky adversaries into a ghostly netherworld. Many of these ghoulish villains were played by well-known character actors such as Ted Knight, Marty Ingalls, Billy Barty, and Jim Backus. Also, legendary actor Huntz Hall appeared in one episode. You get the idea. This show was really a chance for a group of great character actors to get together, ad-lib a ton of their lines, and have some fun, make a quick buck. I think one of the reasons that I love this show so much is that it was a show that my old man would sit down and watch with me. He usually reserved his Saturday television viewing for football and Wide World of Sports. Remember that? But there was something about the Ghostbusters that would just compel him to hang out. It usually wasn't the full episode, sometimes just 5 or 10 minutes, but I cherish those moments with my father. He wasn't known as a fun, light-hearted person, at least I didn't think of him that way, and it was great. It was so great to just sit there beside him and listen to him chuckle at the antics on the show. Later on, I found out that he was a fan of F Troop, another show that starred Storch and Tucker along with Ken Berry. Later on, he'd be in Mayberry RFD. Hey Ken, eyes up here, my friend. Eyes up here. 9 years later, another version of Ghostbusters would hit the silver screen. This film, directed by Ivan Reitman and starring Bill Murray, would gross, well, technically oodles of money and forever erase the memory of the 1975 TV series from the public's consciousness. Filmation, hoping to cash in on the momentum of the movie, created an animated version of their 1975 series, which actually competed against an animated version of the movie on Saturday mornings in the mid-'80s. There's a whole lot more to that story. If you have the desire, a simple Google search will yield hours of fascinating stories about the negotiations and failed negotiations that went on between Filmation and Columbia Pictures. But this video is not about that. It's about a time when the Ghostbusters had a gorilla on the team, and his name, ironically, was not Kong. It was Tracy, and he was freaking cool. Truthfully, the smartest one of the bunch. So that's it. Do you remember the Ghostbusters? Share your memories in the comments section below, and while you're at it, I would truly appreciate it if you clicked on the thumbs up icon, and hey, why not consider subscribing to the channel? I talk about music, movies, and television, mostly from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know, the good stuff. But most importantly, and as always, thank you so much for watching.